I'm Gary.
I'm Jacob.
We're going for a drive.
The all-new Defender-looking 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe.
Without launch control.
Pretty okay.
Pretty damn good.
Horsepower and torque.
277 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque from a 2.5-liter turbo.
So this is all new, redesigned. Looks like a Defender. I think it looks totally awesome, especially in this white color compared to some of the darker gray colors.
Yeah, I love how this thing looks, especially from the front, not so much from the back, but we will get into that. But first, where did we get this car?
Hyundai of Oakville, thank you so much for hooking this up. They are the #1 EV volume dealership in Ontario. You can go there, test drive this unit, tell them the Straight Pipes sent you.
So big shout out to them if you're shopping for a car locally in Canada, or if you're shopping for one of these in the States, go to tsp.truecar.com for discounted price offers.
And spoiler alert, you'll want to get there before everyone else because there's pretty much nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, we actually really like this car, like a lot.
Okay, starting with the looks. It looks awesome, very boxy, much different than the last Santa Fe, and the dealership told us that old Santa Fe owners aren't really the ones upgrading to this, it's people from different brands, which is cool.
And I fully believe that, and it is obviously Land Rover Defender-esque. It looks fully like that in person. I love that boxiness. The front end doesn't even look like it resembles the previous Santa Fe, and I love everything about that.
And with this new design, we got a lot of cool H patterns everywhere. I guess for a Hyundai, like what the headlights are an H, all the way across is an H. The taillights are an H. I say we count how many H's there are in this whole car. What do you think it's going to be, more or less than 30?
Oh, it's got to be less than that.
All right, I'll take that bet, more than 30. 1, 2, 3,
Oh, because the whole thing is one.
4,
Oh, wow.
5.
All right, fine.
Look down. 6, 7, 8. I think these count as 3.
There's like 100 on the seats.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34,
Nuts.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 44, 45, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Nope.
Oh, no.
None back here. Let's check the trunk. Oh, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62,
Vents.
63, 64, 65, 66, 67,
That's it. Oh!
68, 69, 70 H's.
All right, well.
70?
Well, I lost that bet, that's for sure. I mean, there's ones right in front of me. There's like 5 here.
Yeah, the interior, the way they like blend that in is cool. Let us know how many H's we missed.
Yes, if you go test drive one of these.
Because now that I'm driving this, I can see the H on the back of the badge here, and if I hit the brake lights, I can see the 2 H's in the brake. It exponentially increases. I bet you if I hit the 360 camera, I'm gonna count a couple more.
If I pull this down, this kind of looks like an H.
Okay, from the side, I love how boxy it looks. Everything about this is awesome. I can't really complain about much.
Yeah, well, what they did with this is kind of similar to what they did with the Ioniq 5, where they kind of took this retro boxy design, modernized it, and I love everything about it. I'm going to keep repeating myself because I do honestly love how this looks. The wheels are super simple, 5 spokes squared off, like nothing bad about them. I do wish that they were like a little bit bigger, but they are still 20s.
It's a little bit of wheel gap, but this is like unbelievably comfortable.
And it's not even the gap for me, it's an SUV. It's just like, it should be a little bit like 21s, 22s, but there is a trim above this. This is the luxury trim.
And then what would be the Continental recommended tire for the new Santa Fe?
The Extreme Contact DWS 06 Plus or the Viking Contact 7 for the winter.
And now the controversial part. The back end. It looks kind of Previa-ish.
Yeah.
Looks a little weird. I like the weirdness, but it is weird.
So the whole issue with it, I think with what both of us have, is that the taillights are too low. And Yuri, if you don't mind photoshopping this for me, could you just raise the taillights up and just, I think it'll look better.
I'll Photoshop it, but only if the viewers subscribe.
Oh.
Photoshopping is my speciality.
So now seeing that, at least in my head, before the actual Photoshop,
I bet
it probably doesn't look good.
I bet you it doesn't look good. That's
No.
why, like, I think they know what they're doing. And what's cool is the trunk opens like the whole thing.
Yes.
And then when it does open, then we've got, if we have our hazards on, it's the little lights at the bottom that do that.
Yeah.
Because our tail lights are those lights, like our signals, and then our reverse lights are like at the bottom.
The next thing, among many other things that's new about this, is that it's now a 3-row SUV, at least a cheater 3-row, because I sort of fit back there, at least behind Yuri in the second row, but if I was sitting behind myself, I wouldn't really fit.
My biggest issue is that it feels like there's almost no room in the trunk with all 3 rows.
Yeah.
Like almost none. But I mean, this is like cheater 3 rows, this isn't Palisade.
That's right.
So it makes sense. And like I fit behind myself at the very back with like room in front. Like this is like Uberable.
Yeah, and if you just left that 3rd row seat all the way down and just lived with this as a real 2-row SUV, you'd have a ton of trunk space.
Santa Fe 70.
Oh.
Get it? CX-70,
the Mazda way.
Except it'll cost more.
Yeah, that's right, for no reason. But the second row is also really nice. We've got peasant blockers in this trim. We've got wood trim back there, wood trim up here, and it all looks really nice. It does not look cheap in any way.
I feel like I could fit my Britax rear-facing car seat back there easily. Having like those little shades there is perfect. And then I got a dog, so I could probably throw the dog in the very back
Literally
as well.
throw him.
Rusty. Shout out Rusty.
And then up front here, we've got a lot of cool features. Not in this exact trim because this is the luxury trim. There's a trim above this called the Ultimate Calligraphy where you can actually get, if you open this upper glove box, a UVC sterilization thing where you throw your phone in there and it'll actually sterilize it for you.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick send through Cliche Corner before you drive.
Dude, this is good.
Got that H-track, all-wheel drive. Okay, I feel
really good.
traction interfering a whole bunch, but it's not like bogging me down to the point where I can't drive.
Yeah.
It sounds all right too.
Yeah, like that was pretty good through there, man.
Okay, time to talk more about this beautiful interior and this Land Rover Defender looking steering wheel with you behind the wheel.
And lots of other stuff like the suspension. I'm not gonna brake boost it because this is a dual clutch and it's a non-performance one and they don't really like that.
It feels faster in the passenger seat.
It's legitimately pretty quick.
Why don't you use your paddles, bro?
Don't need them. Not a performance SUV.
But you have them. Do they shift quick?
Not really. It's not actually doing anything right now. There we go.
We have to wait for the Santa Fe.
There we go. Yeah, it's not the fastest. So it is an 8-speed dual clutch in this one, and this is the upgraded powertrain. If you get any trim below this, you actually get a 1.6 liter hybrid. So the base engine is actually a hybrid for this, but I mean, having driven this one, why would I go down to a hybrid, Yuri?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuel economy differences are, but this feels great.
Yeah, so going through Cliche Corner the reverse way, oh, dude, the steering feels nice. Like, yes, there's obviously tons of body roll, which is to be expected, but it handles this really well. The all-wheel drive system is, oh man, it's almost like rotating, yeah.
It's probably much better with the traction off like you have it right now.
Yeah, so it feels like it's actually powering the outside wheels on turns, so it's doing a really good job.
And through the Cliche bump.
Yeah, the suspension is really, really good on this.
Let us know if you guys can see the bump on camera from the outside footage and inside, because we feel it every time. It's a really good bump for tests.
Yeah, and it is really comfortable in this. Like, the damping is perfect in this for daily driving. You're gonna love this. No complaints about that.
And since we got a cool motor and transmission, we should probably listen to it
from the outside.
And the steering is like locked on. You don't feel like you're drifting lane to lane. And it also has highway driving assist, which works well.
Yeah, so this powertrain is going to floor it back in automatic in sport mode. Not bad. I would say, even though the horsepower and torque numbers are fairly similar to like a Palisade or Telluride, this feels a little bit quicker because of the turbo. Like you do get some of that surge, which is really nice. So powertrain, I think they nailed it.
Yeah, I mean, V8 would be nice, but I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, you're not. Hell yeah, V8 brother. All right, so let's get into this interior, Yuri.
I love this wood material matched with this tan interior. It looks awesome.
And this like satin brushed metal, really nice.
And then we have ambient lighting here, which is pretty chill. Looks good.
Yeah, you can even see it during the day.
No H logo, but it's the Morse code H logo. It's cool. The steering wheel looks exactly like the Defender steering wheel. Very cool.
Like exactly like it. Although I thought they were saving this logo for EVs. But
yeah,
I
they're
guess
probably
not.
like, this looks great. Let's keep it.
And speaking of EV-like things, we've got this EV-like shifter in here.
Yeah, and the biggest problem I think for you is since you're tall, to put the steering wheel in a comfortable position, it makes you hit your knee like a friggin' Volkswagen.
Yeah, which is a little bit odd, and I don't love that.
But at my height, no issues.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Maybe it's like how the CX-9 or CX-5 was not good for tall people.
Right, so this would probably be great for my wife. And also, this brushed aluminum material in the steering wheel looks amazing.
Seats.
Very comfortable.
Very comfortable. Up, down, lumbar on only your side.
And do we
We have
also have
presets,
memory?
but you can't set them while driving,
Yeah.
probably.
And then we do have wireless charging down here, 2 pads, and they work extremely well.
It doesn't
Pretty
slip. How does it not slip on there?
They just gave it the perfect kind of rubber that it works.
And then we got plugs here for wired or wireless USB-C, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. I don't know if Android Auto is wireless, but it's so awesome for your iPhone. Like, it works great. I obviously prefer wired. And then we have amazing cup holders back here. Look like they fit nothing, no problem.
Yep.
We got good armrest. This thing lifts up. There's a ton of room here, and then there's a ton of room down here for bags too.
And then what about the visors? We have not tested
Oh,
these.
guarantee they'll pass.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, good job. First official one on this car.
Okay, more cool stuff. Infotainment. It's the 2 screens combined. It looks very nice. The gauge cluster and the infotainment is so incredibly smooth. Frame rates and responsiveness. I think everything they worked on over like the last couple of years, they just perfected here.
Well, they didn't cheap out on the processor. Like, whatever they gave this
Yeah.
is what should be throughout the entire Hyundai lineup because it elevates the experience.
Yeah, and then you can simplify your gauge clusters as well, which is cool through the setup in the infotainment. And we have hard buttons for all that stuff, volume knob, tuning knob. We have touch buttons in the middle for the climate around the knobs, which isn't a deal breaker because it was also like all right in the Audis.
I will knock them for that, but it is completely functional. I can't do it while driving. I have to like look down.
Yeah, it's kind of distracting, but we have heated, ventilated, and heated steering wheel.
Yeah, it's great. All the things are right in the center where you expect
Seats,
them.
not a ventilated steering wheel.
Oh man, that'd be nice in the
not,
summer.
We're not there yet. And then we got our terrain and drive mode right there, which is like pretty chill and cool.
Yeah, and I think the terrain modes are Canadian exclusive ones with snow, mud, and sand. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think so.
Yeah, y'all Americans probably don't get standard heated seat either.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean steering wheel. Sorry. Okay.
They get ventilated, Yuri. Just kidding.
We have a camera button right here, which is nice. More hard buttons.
And this one has a really high quality 360 camera and backup camera.
Yeah, that's good. We got Sirius XM, can rewind.
Yeah. Dude, like, there's a lot of good about this thing. Just looking down at the steering wheel, I can't not think I'm in the Defender. Like,
Okay, and then at the back, we got 3-prong power, which is cool. And we have a knob at the back for climate at the back. Like, that is almost unheard of. Like a
my
knob.
dog is gonna love using that.
Yeah. Oh my God, the dog's gonna. Okay, maybe a bad idea. So you know how I love the rotary dial in my Mazda CX-5?
Yes.
My dog also loves that.
Oh,
He sits
perfect.
at the front, so he's just stomping on that, changing all my stuff around.
Maybe that's why CarPlay's broken on that car
No, it works. It works most of the time.
most of the time.
Okay, up here though, I do like these 2 little glove box things. That's cool. And then there's also a thing to hold something right there.
Yep.
A very good use of space.
It's very well thought out. The materials all feel good. Like, there's no misses, no major misses on this.
The only thing is the steering column
Yeah,
for
me.
tall people.
Yeah.
And besides that,
And the
like,
back end design.
no, because that's cool. That's cool.
It's different.
It's different, but in a good way.
But I also love the fact that just I could see the front end of this thing and I know how it looks like when I'm driving it.
Yeah, and then when you put on your hazards, then you got amber lights, which is cool.
And they fade in and out.
Yeah, full headlights, and not my favorite because, you know, they're never as good as DRLs, but whatever. And then with the gauge cluster, you also get those cool video pods to check your blind spot monitoring.
Yeah.
And what's cool about that is one of my neighbors got a Genesis that has that, and he had to get his his neck fused or whatever. So, like, he's an old guy, right?
Yeah,
So
sure.
he can't turn his neck to check mirrors easily, and that's like perfect for people with that kind of issue as well.
There you go.
And then double sunroofs. I like them. I like it a lot.
Double sunnies. We should probably get to the price.
Let's get to the price.
It starts at $40,999.
Canadian.
The XRT is $46,999. This luxury is $49,999, and the ultimate calligraphy is $53,499.
And with the calligraphy, you get a head-up display, which I don't really care for.
You get Napa leather seats. You get a digital rear view mirror. You get that UVC sterilization thing.
Oh, yo, I hate to say it, but sweet spot?
This honestly is like the XRT does look cool, and you even get Continental terrain contact tires on
Never
this.
mind, I'm getting XRT. I get an XRT.
But I mean, this is really, really nice. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything in this car.
Yeah, I really like I actually think they knocked it out of the park.
They did.
And remember, if you're gonna go get one locally in Toronto and Ontario, go to Hyundai of Oakville. And if you're looking for one in the United States, hit up tsb.truecar.com before everybody else does.
Honestly, highly recommend this. I just hope it is reliable, and we can't really speak on that because it's an all-new model.
Yeah, that's cool. This
It's
is
really cool.
This is,
Yeah.
how often does people not blow it?
No, exactly. It kind of sounds like we're gushing about this, but it's honestly like it's a fantastic.
This is a gushable car.
I would actually genuinely consider buying this for my family car and have this as like the one car kind of thing.
Would Rex like to sit in your trunk?
Yeah, he would love it. There's tons of space back there.
Just climbing.
Yeah. He doesn't even have to bark to change it. He just like, uses his paw.
I got my dog to learn those dog buttons. He can be like, colder,
Exactly.
quieter.
Subscribe to the Straight Pipes.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys at the next video. Whatever that is.
It's going to be the next video for the rest of our lives because we're never quitting.
That's right.
We're never stopping. You're going to be watching our reviews forever.
You can't fire me because I'll never quit.